Shalom. I would like to greet today once in our language and our wonderful angels language. Shalom once again. Shalom is recognized for its strength and peace and freedom that is given, and the battle and international law that backs it. And for this reason, it's become more powerful and spiritually creative and more powerful spirit behind it. And for your good and redemption, you know that there's no such God that will want to say that he would redeem his people from all suffering. And for this reason, I say yes, it's needful to telling you that the great angels who come by fire and air, the whirlwind of great air and fire, with a chariot, of course, they have not come to joke. The whole life that people have living and live on earth, an entire life on earth, it's become something very needful, and you need to talk about. It's really very important, discussion we hold, and for this reason, I want to show you why it's important. This we call it blue house, where we say it's one name that is really accounting for great works to the Lord Almighty of heavens. And for the blue, it's really great, a great symbol unto me. For I really say, yes, that's it. May the Lord that really lead me throughout the darkness time and dark time, the real light of day and the right light of night, and of all true spirituality and the realms that really makes a great battle and win it. Thank you, Lord, for what you've done globally right now as I speak. May I not speak on the authority of human that only wants me to do things to conform to their rules or the ruling, but I want to say by the authority of heaven and throne, power on earth, as the Lord that say his foot still is on this very earth. And wherever we walk and step in is where he's given to us. Lord, we bless you. Thank you. No matter what people think or hear about us, here we say, no man or spirit flesh is lazy in holiness. We get up always getting something to doing and finding more jobs, like getting that busy time, scheduling ourselves based on what is really available. As time of life really calls for it, we came. We want to say, the Lord, we bless you. 2,000 years is really something you cannot talk about. But who really came 2,000 years telling about the real Christ, the real Elijahs, the real love, the real God, the real Maria, the real whoever is in line with this holy creative scriptures. We tell you MMS TV, MMS mission, whatever we do, we want to say that Lord has blessed us only to bring to the world what really happens somewhere on this earth, the globe at large, and the other really universe, and everything we have doing, showing you the activities of day, getting up and doing something before we come to sharing with you the news of what we've done. So the Lord did really create before giving that real intuition also or visions onto someone who's really seen on that path, really looking for getting all the support. We say bless you all the angels, those who even hate. We want to say thank you so much for it also as part of the life that we live on this earth, so that we know who truly is love. Love is really unconditional. You cannot really talk about it. It's not a male and female that really makes it. But when there's a union properly assigned by the heavenly kingdom, like we have a new kingdom that is supposed to come as a husband unto this very earth that we live, as to embrace the good works of the earth. So we bless you, Lord. Even 21 years added to this 2000, we want to say, Lord, we will not even say that until you come before we get to do what we have to do. But if you were called truly, if anybody also was called on that path, yeah, we know you cannot fail what you're doing. Or you will get up and begin to teach people what they need and what information really is important to follow. We want to say thank you to the Lord us greatly, the one who even wakes up also and really wakes it so much. We say thank you. We work from one kingdom to another. That's why I say that it's very important to sharing our channel on YouTube with people, because we come alive. There's a need to support us with every dollar that you need to talk about, because the dollar is what really is valid here. Every other thing is money, but I tell you, I have a reason for saying dollar. I sponsored myself also. Going to school with dollars, so I always have somebody to tell you what the reality is. Oh, our greatly power. Thank you so much. No name of any flesh should be as disrespectful unto these holy ones. For we come not just talking about the whole world and what it is, but what good the Lord really keep as a secret inside of his own throne, that except we get up and find and look for it, we will definitely also be given. So it's very important. How long have people been searching? How long is it that people take their all cross searching in that real path? What you find? And I found something. That's why I'm here to tell you that no man of God should even be lazy. We don't see why you're supposed to be lazy. And people who really also fall under the kingdom or the altars, people as they claim, wherever you find yourself located, just do one thing. Do yourself a favor. Tap into the spirit power of the Lord that is working with that person, that you may know if there's any truth or no truth, that you will not be so much dependent on people, but you have to become an independent being. It is good you also grab what we say is good in the spirit. If you know something and you tell somebody and the person gets to know and do it, and even the result comes even for the first time, you would love this. And I'm saying that it is for this glory that the Lord really look forward to, a garden with a fence. So we always tell you why when we mention garden, you know what we say is garden. And if you have no such beautiful places or such places you can call a garden, a holy place, you cannot call it a garden, because garden already existed in the holiness of the Lord for his creation before even any other thing applies here. I want to say very big thank you to you all. Share my channel content on YouTube. Search for Mission and Ministry Sylvester and you get us right there. Search for Skyslide TV and you get every content ever streamed from any corner of this earth. And we want to say that for your support really would be welcome if you have something good. Like if you find this worthy. Yes, streaming is not just a cost, but adding to you something very important, something you need. You search for information. That's why you stream. You don't just watch things that people really found doing because it seems as entertainment. There's no such entertainment that is more than what we have in the heavens. Just look at all the musicians. They are very wealthy. They have money. When it comes to money, and their money is not kind of any local money. They got real dollars and all other things. So a good spirit that drives us into all that wealth, then we say, yes, the Lord will bless us with that. Share with somebody. Subscribe. Stream. Not only from this side, but go on my channel, YouTube Live. That's where I have my YouTube TV channel. Subscribe and you get every bit of information because I stream more and I do more. I work more, I program. One person doing everything. So we bless all those who also came with. They are very important. Light working in this very earth and part of the globe. And this earth is just one of the stars. It's just one of the creation. And we also have to say a big thank you to all other stars or planets that nobody even there, understands what they have over there. Yet we claim to be the only whatever creature on earth. You think so? That's not. You need to be more powerful and spiritually great, so that when I show you a path, you see what I'm doing. I am splitting, dividing the bamboos. I'm doing. I love this way so much that if I have somebody here, it doesn't really mean the person's presence will make me work more. But I love doing this, and now knowing that this is a path that I should also indicate. So I use my path as a gateway from the devices, the channel, and everything. Whatever we done and how far the Lord has brought us is the reason we are seeing this. So support it and see. If you have me around you, it will definitely going to build or pull down your temple. But of course, should there be any distraction, then you know that the person made himself to be that part, that he fall into that. Yes. So I say I build. So I build a better place, and this is a better place indeed. Know that the spirit and angels that are really here entertaining you right now, they have so much everything. Then we also say we call for more healing, more strength in the bones, everything. The Lord that did create flesh and bones and all the architecture or the physiques of the body or the flesh, or stature, whatever. We say he should have authority, dominion over our entire flesh, not animal. The animal didn't create us. So we want to say that whatever is animal is just something that we should feed on, like feeding like meat, food, whatever it is. I don't need to even mention that. I hope you understand when I mention something. No, then it's really uh spirit. So everything I do here is spirit. Everything you hear is spirit. Even your own body, you should know why it's a spirit. But if you don't know yourself, that's why you need to get up and begin to do things. You don't have to say that until you go to school, you will have nothing doing. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm not changing or making a concept of whatever I say as education change. But if you do something, who has ever gotten to the heavens with education that you think should be how people even invest so much that even when someone is hungry, they invest that money to that school or that place, and then somebody continues to be hungry. That's not what he's saying. So if someone is continuing to be hungry, there's a reason for another person to say, okay, they're the needful, let's do it. Because for this, you cannot be someone led by spirit and say you want to go to school. I'm telling you, trust me. except for one reason, you battle and win it at that moment. But any other step, you even get to understand why, oh, okay, there was a need for to go to school, because everything you needed, the Spirit knows it already. You know it already. It's built in you. It's you. It's made up. You are formed to knowing those things. So whatever path or things you touch says shall be a blessing. That's right. So that's why everything I do, whether it's wasting your life or time, or giving something good or showing a path, is for this reason. Not everyone is equal to what receiving the same positive result. Some may receive others. Thank you. Join me as I continue on with this. Thank you so much. Share, subscribe, and get more followers for this, because you know what I'm doing is investment. Why do I invest? Do I stream without paying for what I'm doing? But who even sponsors me as much as I come up live or do things? Or the number of things that I do even before coming to my channel? I don't think you know that. But I'm saying that there's so much power and hope, spirit, driven all these things to where it's supposed to be. That's why I say, you join us here and let's do. If you have billions, come, let's see what we can use that for. If you truly say that the Lord has called you in the Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit has led you, you know who has been calling and calling, that He has to stand a whole long way to even coming to the whole world telling you. Even if they try to stop us from coming or from your seeing us, it is real that you cannot say your father, your dad, or mom did it for you that you go to heaven. You won't go there. You don't know. If what your father laid for you or mother laid for you is not able to connect with me to do what we are supposed to do, if you were born of spirit or led by spirit, you will now take note of what I'm saying. Thank you. A word to wise is enough. Practicality says it should be more, and that's what I'm going to do now. Thank you for joining here, your audience. You're very important. Oh, yes, my dear. Yeah. So, as you see all this bracket here tells you that I do water plants. So if you are in the church building and you don't water anything, yet you say you water things. Here, this is where it's proven. If you do have something you water, here it is. If it has to move from a state and grow up to this, it means that someone should be able to take good care of you. There's a God that should take good care of somebody. And there's a God that is to destroy somebody for just destroying what is right, and that's something more investment goes on. I know. So I have one message for you again right now. Just after doing this, I had this message to tell somebody. Now someone's listening. I need to tell you somebody. This is what you need to know right now. You need this information right now. I need to tell you, if I do really speak like you, or I speak better than you do, or someone will want to say they know better than the Holy Spirit, we that's not a fight. That's not um, a real talking point right now. What is most important is what we're doing here. Now, most people claim that they were created by God and God secure their life. I don't know how. I don't know how though. It's natural. It's supposed to be natural. Or I don't know how. Maybe some of these people. I don't know how your security comes in or how you are secured. I don't know how you get a protection. Did we not say that God in the beginning, as you know that is written, that He created something? I'm going to use the plant, the trees, the plants, or the crops here, for example. You are just as one of the trees or crops here. Now, should that be anywhere that is created and lived in an open place? So that you know that the animal that also come in to spoil or destroy those things you've created, you left it without protection, right? So that we are telling you, because all those things were made and is made open, so that you just left something open without security, without consciousness, without your self-reliance, also self-awareness and all of that. That's why something should be happening to what it was created without you knowing. So I'm going to say that God who created something from the beginning, He knows very much about what happens to somebody or somebody who created these things we are saying it is. He knows so much what is really happening to those things. And it's very important for you to hear or listen to what I'm saying. So that what you could not do, that's what someone's doing. So you claim, your body or flesh claims that God created you. And that's why everyone, even after impregnating other people, letting people go through the suffering, the toil of all, not the hell and all of that, without responsibility. You don't take care of people's life. You don't take care of the need for them to have been born. Yet you claim you have children. I don't think that's a child for you. So that one way or the other, should we locate a path that gives us what we need every day? Don't think you give that to us. We always find it important attaching ourselves with what we do best. And so it is. So your body is only telling you that because you have flesh or you talk, you do things that humans do. That's why I say you are a child of God. Now, look at it. If God did create those things, now who is taking care of you? Who is protecting you? Who is giving you the security you need? I created my thing. Here it is. I did create something. For you and I are witnesses how we started everything. I did create these things here so that I know that there's a need for me to do what? To provide things or walls or garden lines and whatever, just to prevent other things from what? Going inside of it or going to it. Now, what you cannot do that someone is doing is the reason you should identify yourself well so that you know what is needed or what is most needful that you do support. Because what you are in the city somewhere doing, which is nothing, it has nothing relating to what God and creation of the whole universe and the real the real thing. I just speak a word. Look at it. I'm sure if you could just look at what is coming, you will know why. The animal that is coming, a goat is coming around here because I mentioned it and the Lord decided to what? Make it known. That's a presentation. So that's the importance of a presentation. Let me see if I can turn that to that side or I should just let it be timely and see what's happening next few minutes. So there's a goat. So assuming you are not here, assuming you are not cautious, assuming you just left yourself undecisive, you don't have like you don't do what you're supposed to do. Let me just show you what I'm saying. Here, I hope you can see the animal goat over there. So that if I'm presenting to you, we need somewhere outside here to present to you something. So that when God is interpreting everything, He's interpreting every word, every single thing that is spoken as word or text or character, He's making it known to you while I was saying this. I just said I have a message for you, so I came and that thing also did happen. For you to know that if you were just a herb or plant, look, anything can happen to you, wherever, no matter what you are and who you are, because you definitely come outside of your house. You don't stay in your houses, you don't stay indoors for all day or life kind of thing. One way you do come outside. You do come outside. So doing this and knowing what is right is when you are led by spirit and doing what is right. Because when the spirit calls for you, you definitely come on time. It's not about those who stand in the church buildings and proclaim the mightiest thing ever, but those things that happens in the churches don't happen outside. So it means that that spirit is not a spirit that is able to control the universe, not even the whole earth. It could only take care of something like a situation, whether it's big or not, whether it's original or just somehow acting, but it's not as the complete thing. But it's happening, so we just gonna take it like that. You see what I'm doing? If I say bring money or bring your dollars, the dollars now is your light. Because if I need it from you, that you bring it, then I'm going to use that to sponsor something. And you one day decide to come down to see if what you really supported me with, you see the beauty of that thing come up. Well, my God, you will like this. This is why you can say we had a person we can trust in this life. We had maybe one of the prophets we can trust. We have maybe one of the angels we can trust, because not all angels you can even trust, because they have some that belong to the other kingdom and this side. But then they work also very well. That's how their best work can be described. So I'm doing all this for you to know that if I am accessible, or if I can have access to bamboo for fence or tree, because I had to travel all the way from the city down here when time of life called. You have no idea. I traveled long ago. I have to go and build the cities also, because I did all from this side. I went there to build, and I've been moving around in the country, Ghana, also going to places. So if you have yourself in the northern region, don't think I have no idea what northern region is. I go there, because when we talk of deserts, I talk to you that we know very much. That's why the Bible is something that is used in creation, because it's just a portion of the creation that exists in the Bible. But the whole other thing is that you have to search. But the things that will even lead you to understanding is when you have the Spirit. The Spirit will make it simple for you to understand, even if they understand not what you're saying. The answer is there. The result, the reality is there. We define speaking here. Do we have somebody here standing here talking to you? It's because that's how the best they can offer even now. Because if you have any idea what it feels like when I talk, then you know what you've just received now, the strength you need, the energy. You look, there are things you really need that I just speak it or I say it or I just be around you, then you have those things. But there are other things you need to work it out. Yes, like I said, do support with what you got. When I truly want to say that I receive thousands of cities, I use it also in building, because I live my life in that place also. So I use that to do what you didn't know, what you didn't have access to, what you couldn't do. I did it. So if you have no plant that you water in your church, you stand in there, or your pastor or prophets tell you that you are watering, whilst you know your very self that you don't do anything that signifies water and plant, or water and soil, or the land. You have no seed sown, yet you stand in the churches and tell people that you are sowing seed all in the name of something I don't even know. That God who says sowing seed is only what people have and they eat. That is paper note. They eat money. Is that what it says, money eating? Oh, do we just lavish money also without looking at one, at least one, to spring up that result back to us when we need? We've done something and we're doing all that we can right now. So that is for you and I to really be a witness to what I'm doing. You can stand anywhere in a whatever at a distance, but you can see what someone is doing here in West Africa right now, located in OT region. If you travel anywhere, I give you a location where you can see all that we say is living. The gardens around this place. What do you not like about it? Why would you not take it? You have to really take care of something. It should be a must, like it's something you need to do. If not, you have no heaven going. Your church can be as big as the whole world or the whole planet Earth, but you can't go anywhere because you are not going anywhere. I don't know you serve many people up there or the angels. You have anything doing with them that you can say that I stand on this to do this and say, Lord, come in. And if I say the Lord came in and now you are enjoying it from someone's toil, and you don't have to support me. There's no way you can say you know my God. For except you are touched in spirit, led by the Spirit to know that this person, he won the victory already. Like he's got all this. But I'm not saying I have everything that you think. I have it also where you didn't think it is or that exists. Just the information given you right now alone is more than having anything on this earth. For what I speak here, go somewhere. It makes some, it makes an impact a whole lot. So let me just go get these things. So a point I made here clear to you is, let me just resume it for you to know. Look, God must have created you. Nobody doubts that. But somebody needs to protect you. That is the same God who sent that person. So if you see yourself as flesh, yet you don't have anything practically to tell you this is what you did that you gained or you got the answers, you have no way, because you can't answer any question in the heavens. Your pastor cannot answer it. Your prophet can either answer that. Because what is needful is practical. You must do that too. You don't think the pastor comes in to preach or read the Bible out to you and think he's done his part. And yours is just to listen. Really? Listen without doing. I don't think you deserve this. So my channel, you are, whatever level or whatever thing you need us to do, when you bring it, you see it definitely happened. Because the heaven that I stand in and do these things, you have no idea. The rulers stand in and they do what they have to do. Thank you, somebody, for coming to watch live, because I know even if you are not live now, anytime you come up here, it's live to me, because you don't know. There's nothing that we speak that is dead. Everything we speak is live, power, spirit, because it's spirit. So they know what we're saying and who we are. So let me continue. So somebody whose job is to protect you naturally from harm is what you're seeing here. You can stand in the churches and also say you are a church goer. You do everything in the church, my friend. I'm telling you what you have to do. The pastors have introduced you to the Bible. That is all. The prophets may have introduced you to the Spirit. That is it. But you have to have someone who walks with you, someone who eats with you in the house, someone you join hands in doing things. When anytime the right time comes that you should do this, you do that. You don't say because you work all day, 6 days or 5 days a week, so you are tired. So it's also a matter of being tired when the right time comes to just do that little thing you would never do probably every day. Do it maybe once a week. You say no. How are you going to do that? How do you expect that the Spirit should reward you with? Thank you. You understand this? Let me go on. I got one more message here for you, somebody. Yeah, someone watching right now. I got a message for you. Know that at whatever point in time you come up to also view or stream, don't forget to also subscribe, because for such is how we numbered people also. People were numbered. So if you're searching or looking forward to something, happen that you really got what you need, right? At the moment you join the stream session, then I need to tell you somebody. Now, people tend to send God other than his angels who were assigned to taking care of you. That's what you do now, because nobody even know what to pray about. For such, I have just mentioned this. It's clear. Most of you pray. That's why I said, for thou shalt not mention the name of the Lord by heart, like you do understand in your own teaching or pastor's teaching or prophet. I don't even say they are, because there are few of them. We just want to say that there are people who truly understand part of what we're saying. And those who are also spiritually inclined or telling you or teaching you on the path of spirit, I want to say they also know in part. To a certain point, they know that. Because for some of those people, it is someone who mediates for them, or it's someone that brings them those informations. But the one who is in Christ, or the one who is in the body of the Lord himself, that's why things happen the way you don't even understand from such people. You call them rather the name that you don't have to. The ones you have to respect, the authorities you have to respect, you don't respect them because someone is having a spirit that is demonstrating in part, leaving the one who knows already what you're going through, all that you're going through. Because for them, they give up all they have to serve you, to give you what your needs are, because that's their responsibility to take care of you. Now, when the time comes that we know what we've done and we deserve rest, then you know who is now going to be against you. The one who was really helping you, and you didn't take a look at what he does for you to also give him the glory he deserves. When he withdraws himself from helping you, you know that he will only tell the Father he's done his part. What he was supposed to do as he leaves or she leaves, he or she did it, and that he's done that, and you didn't recognize what he's doing for you. What he did for you, you didn't really know that. You really even were looking up to something else because your expectations were always different, that you didn't even want to serve. You didn't want to look at why we serve. You know, serving is different from also being a slave. You should even want to be a slave. I want to tell this. If I were a slave that time, so that America should just keep me over there for me to enjoy something, they are right to enjoy international rights, to enjoy the freedom that I have my own, and you go get yours too. Maybe the one who gave birth to you, you are told he is to take care of you, right? But who should give birth and for who to also take care of that person? So certain things you do, you didn't know, you have no idea. So America or many things are in place. I want to tell that. If someone says the system works, that's working. So if you're not supposed to insult me, you're not supposed to insult me. Because if what I have done is right, you're not on any ground to support, then you don't insult me. We see a lot. Look, the devil right now. See the pigs right away. You'll see another thing. I told you I got a message for you against somebody. So come and see the evil spirit that was driven into the pigs. Come and see. Here they are. So there's a reason why I cannot leave this place just open, because I feel like, oh, it's just nothing worrying. Now, when you put something good, he said, where you keep your treasure, that you have your heart also following. So where you build your treasures, where you feel like you have something important, there you also keep people to watch over. How we can see those things. You are not supposed to see them, but because I said that's the right time. Because I don't think I have anywhere to make you look at pigs and all these things. But it is spirit, right? Then you know what I'm saying. So the next message I carried here right now, you see a difference. You saw those pigs again. So somebody, I told you, give not the food to those who really waste it. Because I told you, those who are in part. So you know the spirit that was driven in the pigs. So you understand that they could carry it to wherever to just go and deal with that spirit. It was the flesh of the pig and the part of the spirit that were to suffer it in the body or flesh of the pig, not just letting certain thing be, but driving it into the water so that they all suffer it in that place. I hope you get it. So you need it. I hope you know what I say is presentation. So we are presenting to you the world that God created that you didn't know, and the heaven, the new kingdom heaven that you didn't know also. For if I speak it and it's so, that it could make my teaching very simple, then you watching right now, what is your responsibility? You are to support it right away. If you have any pastor or any man of God, just let them be where they are. Now look at the path that we're showing you. Or you think if your pastor should be showing the way, what should be my work again to suffer? I would suffer nothing. Because if your pastor is showing the way, and we see the practicality of what he's showing, we see the way that your prophet is showing, that if I'm hungry, I should come in there because I work for the Lord and I eat in the house of the Lord. If you never work in the house of the Lord, don't think ever you also enjoy from. Even if you are given, we will take it off you, and you see why that day you'll be speedily you're suffering. Thank you so much. So if you don't work in the house of the Lord, look, you only go to church. That the church is not the house of the Lord. The pastor who tells the church is the house of the Lord, tell them that's a big lie. Tell them. The prophets who tell you the house of the Lord is the church, tell them it's a big lie. That's a big lie. They can't even speak things that they have not known and things they don't know. The house of the Lord, you can see what we are doing there. We are building, we are creating. Would you go to the church to create? What do they create? Do they only create with their mouth and we don't see those things? Even at least, if they say we want to see this thing created over there, and you go there and those things are really taking place, or you see that with time things change to that place, then you know really it happened. So that where they are building, that's where the kingdom of God is. That's where the kingdom of heaven is. So it's not necessarily where you really stand that you said is happening, but where you stand, if you see those things being created instantly, then you know that's where you really belong. That's what you need to do. So your dollars, you don't waste it on the churches because the church is not supposed to eat your offering again. You can support them now because you have saved. I want to open your eyes right away. Spiritually great. You have given offering a whole generation. You don't even know what a generation is. Christ did leave a generation. So you don't know what a generation is. With this alone, somebody would know what I'm saying is a generation. Even if it's 2 decades for going to church, doing everything the church is instructing you to do, yet you yourself, you are not giving the spirit, you are not giving a gift that you should now have your freedom at hand, that you should now tell somebody also, you need to do this and get it. This is what I did, I get it. That's what you need to do. You don't need all scripture, like the whole book just being preached. Is that all? No, that's where even the burden is more, because they preach it and curse people. They curse more people. They curse people more also than what? The practicality of redeeming, delivering, and removing people. I want to say, somebody come and see. I just see a snake right here. Where I stand now. That snake is more like this. I will tell you. Instantly, I'm going to kill this snake. Where's my cutlass? It's right here, not far from me. I see a snake right now. But this snake has been here. Its color is just like the grounds. So look at it. I have to deal with it. I told you that it's Satan that you didn't know. Everything is happening right instantly. I came here, you don't know. I walk here every night. I do things here at night. But I see today, I see something. I need to deal with that thing. I just, right before me, if I show you where that snake is, you will see. Maybe I should let you see what I'm saying. Hold on first. Let me get a weapon. I tell you where those spirit work, the spirit of God working, you see those things that are hidden. So I told you somebody, the right information is getting to you right now. If you support what I'm doing right here, you will see that we saw goat right now. Anytime there was a message I deliver, we saw also pigs right now. And there was a message that I said because it's in part. We saw it. Now, the one that also says they know best what we are. This very one that I'm telling about is more like this. It's colorful as the soil or the sand here. So you will not even know this. I just see the tail part of this thing. So I'm going to deal with it now. So hold on. As you hear me, you will see this thing happen right now, instantly, for you to know this is how the power of God works. This thing cannot run and hide anyway, but I'm standing here. So I'm going to get some kind of stroke of thing to hit it, because all these things that hit in the body or somebody is happening. Then we see in the house of the Lord. What did I say is happened? It happens real. So let me just make a move, gentle move, and grab something and kill this thing right now. I don't think my eyes should go up there. It cannot run and hide. I just need somebody. Here, I don't need to keep my eyes off that. I either get a I know something happened here and I'm leaving. I came here and I got bitten by something, but I told you that thing is here, not far. So I'm going to deal with that thing right now. That's not my friend either. I'm going to say that I'll deal with it. So you need to get bullets upon bullets. I have this one here.
So this first bullet, I hope you can see. So that's why we develop a kind of bombs or atomic bomb. So I'm not going to just look for a stick or anything like striking thing. I need to get this here. That's how we fight. Get the weapons ready. Once you see the enemy, you just see it as enemy, but don't try to, don't act now. Just get your things ready. Get it ready. So this is what the church is not doing. That's why people are being beaten. I told you, right? That's why people are suffering. Now, if you need it and you see a snake, would you not kill that snake? But in the garden here, where should a snake come from? So God is just, demonstrating for me to know the one who's standing in the right place. I stand next to my camera. That's where the snake also get up. The color of the snake is just as color of the. So we'll see. There's one bullet. Bomb. This is the bomb. So if anybody needs bomb, I told you a bomb that is heavier and heavier than that thing I saw here. I just saw the tail of it. So you see what I'm going to do now. So this is one, and I need another one here because whether you are moving left to right or where, I see you. So I'm going to deal with it. Yeah, this is another bullet. So I'm not going to just shoot one bullet and miss it. So if you miss it now, it means you are definitely going to fight a battle that is in yours. I have another. The cutlass is here. So if I had the cutlass first, I would have used the cutlass immediately because it shouldn't be fast. So you see the cutlass right here. I have the cutlass here. So I just make a move and we say this. That thing is dead and suffering. It's going to suffer in my hands. Except you didn't see what. I have to make sure I kill that thing. Then I present to you somebody. What they say is the real battle. Somebody you need to know. Come on. Yes, cutlass. So when I'm saying that this is how we do the battle, this is how we war against our enemies, don't tell me there's a law that says don't show cutlass or this and that. Are you not looking for the truth? Or you want to be deceived again? Here is cutlass. Where is this? Where don't say there is a stone. So I say it's bombs. I say it's bombs. I need just one more thing. To make it simple, I need something. God is so faithful that He will let you see the thing and say, yes, you saw it. Now let me see. I got this. Oh, okay. So I got this one. So first of all, let's see if you can hit that thing with it first. You follow that. If I see a move that it will be too much, then I'll use the cutlass. Then we'll see who will be cut off right now. So now I got it. This is another weapon. So you need a weapon that can shoot from a distance. I'm showing you why if you need a soldier, then it should be the one whose father was a soldier, the military or the militia. So I'm showing you how we battle. Whilst myself, I stand in a different place doing my thing. So this is another weapon. You say how long it is. Now I stand closer to that thing than a distance. Because with this weapon, I could just use it to make a move to see where that thing moves to. Then I grab my piece. Look, I got a lot of things set up already. You will not take this thing and need another thing later before you go and look for it. Now we are here. This is the Lord showing you how the battle is. Oh, okay. Let's go now. Well, thank you. Oh, hey, it's going to be something. How we will see this thing? Mm-hmm. Because I said we were not going to keep an eye on that. But it should be, because that thing looks more like the soil, the sun here. Or it can just appear like this because you know that we are talking of spirit. Then you know what we're saying spirit. So that when somebody's fighting you, then you know what we're saying. Hey, now the place is bushy or we'll just do something now. You know how those people are wise and they tell you to be clever like that. So now, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to hold a half part of this so I can lift. Lift up and then my right hand, grab the sword. Now let the sword be. So you see how you can make a battle instantly. So is the pastor showing this? Where's the prophet showing this? I have quite a number of people that will be doing this, but this just happened instantly for you to know how a battle is. Now, I can put this one there, just a little extension I should make now because I need to see that thing. And then strike one. Yeah. So you see a move, then you step back. Now when you step, just one step back because you step forward once. If not, you will miss the target. So let's go on. I need to make a space. Okay. Strike again. Then you clear that part quickly. And then you you remain silent. Be very quiet in this moment because you need. If you don't see what you just saw right here, oh, that's your enemy because he's going to worry. Like anytime you're coming, you know that oh something is like here, something like that. Except for one reason, you didn't say it and you continue, or you have to come and clear the whole place again. All right, now let's do this so that if there be any move from that thing, if there is an obstruction, this is already there to help you combat it back. This to freak that thing. So when there's a move, you freak or you throw this thing at that thing and then you strike with the sword. That's how the angels show you what to do as a battle. Assuming this, we plan anything doing, you will never know what I'm doing. You will not even know. I wouldn't even know what I'm doing. But I'm saying that when the time comes, he says you will know that. Yeah, make a way again. Now I do that. Next, then quietly I will go see something. I know these things are here, but I told you, oh, you think it's impossible when we are dealing with instance of issues. Clear again. Yeah. All right. I see. You know how they want to say they are wise. Now you can pin your weapon like this, pin it like this, grab it, grab it the way it is, and then go for clearance. Go for it now. Because at all costs, this thing is still a weapon. Should that thing move to this side or that side, you can still use this to break the thing back. So in the left part, the strong side of this, we are saying, I didn't make a move at distance. I didn't go. I'm just right here. I saw what I saw, and I have to deal with it. Because over there, where that thing is hiding, was also a stick, like I say. So they got hidden under a weapon. So that weapon, until you destroy it, and you have to make sure you get those things because the weapon is also as equal as probably what you have. So you need to be very careful. Attention. You need to pay attention. Let's go on. Moving step forward again. Now you draw your weapon back like this. It is your support so that you not fall into that thing. But when you move an inch, then you back again to this place. I'm just demonstrating for you to know because when there's a need for demonstration, you should know. Now I'm back again. This is life and serious dangers. Oh, you know that. So someone should not just come online or on Facebook or on YouTube or wherever to just tell you something you don't need. What you need is what is happening right here. You and I are witness. Let's go on quickly. So I'm very careful. I need to know what I need clearance. Oh, yeah. So when you strike one, you don't move straight forward this time because you have to slow it to know what is happening at the grounds where you strike so that you know where to stand and where to stand. Positioning. All right. Phew. So did we just pray? What prayer? We speak and those things were happening. Manifestation takes place right here. Wow. Now you can draw this back a little because you need to take a closer look. So this is why you probably want to say you need a periscope, telescope, anything that should bring the object closer look. Because you are not in anywhere to go close to it and say because you have the strength or everything you go. You don't know how timely they are because they saw you first and then ran into hidden. But then you saw them because you are the spirit so that they know in part and you are the complete thing so that they can run but of course you can't hide. I know where the move is going now. So let's we see this here. Now put your sword right behind you so that the step that you make should always be remarkable, measured. So that when you step back like this, you are only going to push yourself back or fall back with the support of this. So this is the main support, something that should help you fall. And you stand on one leg and make a move, step like this. Then we carefully watching so that you don't fall and fall off completely because your enemy would have killed you. You are doing this for you to know that the Lord God, the warrior, he knows everything. That's why he makes all these things happen. For you to know, today you have the advantage. So if anybody try to hit you with something, you fall back like this. But stepping on your right leg, that's it. Because that's the same leg that should help you move toward your sword that you pin here. All right, let's make a move. Leaving this. Yeah, we're just going to make a move like this. Now push this like this. Hold it the way it is. I squat, I move. and make a move. It's all about you and I. You need to know, and you need to know. Now we've made a clearance. Now we want to see where that thing is gone hidden because we need that right now. Good. Yeah. We want to see where and how and what is probably the advantage point of that thing hidden because you need it. We stand here, we haven't moved far, we haven't moved anywhere, and the enemy does it. So you have to keep an eye on something. Always. Okay. If you see that you are getting more closer and closer, then you still have to keep your your sword behind you. And then you target. Now you make a target. You have to spray the place. You know, what do you mean by spraying? You leave the sword back you at you. You know, you have to keep the sword back at you. And then you do the hot spraying. While this weapon was resting and resting, now when you lift it, we are going to do spraying. Spraying, because we've done what we have to do. And the enemy is still hidden. Okay, now step back like this with your left leg. Now make a forward left so that your right leg is now before the whole battle. Then you grab your weapon. You know, the heaviest weapons you can use is to now do this by spraying. You spray the place. What do you mean you're spraying? Let's see. If at a lower point or any height we have any advantage, we could spray the whole place. Because you try to make sure the enemy shows up so that that distraction will not befall. And when it happens like this, we are going to have a lot of things right there destroyed. But for a reason that there's someone hiding there. So that's what we're doing. Now I'm do this. Ah, I must check. So this is an example of spraying because I'm proving that this should not happen. They should surrender and they say no, they won't do that. And so I'm doing all of this. And that thing looks in its color more like the thing. And how on earth would you say we didn't move and they could move away? No, there shouldn't be any like that. So we are doing all we have to do now. So this, because the enemy looks more like the same soil, the same land you stand on. So they want to say there's enemy from your whatever. And we say, yes, we will deal with that thing. Wherever you are, because it's so serious to get this thing hiding somewhere again. Because once they know that you've seen them, they also doing something. The next time, and you can't leave this thing here to grow or multiply. So we are spraying. I hope you can see what it is. Use a real battle. You don't need anybody. When you need to use weapon, then they say a mouth can speak it. There's no mouth that can make peace. I'm telling you. For the actions, the cause of action, we continue. Yes, these things should only be an enemy, no matter what they look like. Look, they can try to be like gold. I'll still destroy you. Because what I'm doing here, they are not in support of what I'm doing. What am I saying? What have they helped me with right now? Whilst I need a hand, someone should give me a hand. Is that what they're showing me as a hand? No. I make sure this thing. Okay. So with this, you have to take your safety into moving. Yes. You kill, you move on, you step forward. That's what I do. Yes. Because you are spraying the whole place and having no idea what should happen next, but you have to keep going by watching your weapon. How far you are moving. Because the weapon behind you should not be far from you again. What if this one gets finished? How are you going to get yourself saved? Let's move. So we keep going. No talking, but the move is very important. How on earth could they even miss? So if you are not wise, like the Bible says, you have to be wise and very wise. You have to see like the serpent. You have to be harmless like the dog. So if the dove and the serpent are being used here, you don't know. You have to make sure you do more. Because if you are not wiser than the serpent, you will never see a serpent. You will not see the serpent whilst running into whatever or trying to hide. And that's what we need. You heard that over there. So we move. Now, a signal to move. Yeah. You have one idea. Where I am moving, you cannot hide it. Look, we are standing closer to what? A tree. And there are trees here. It may be an advantage that they run into this place or that side. So that's why you keep spraying, spraying, spraying. As you are moving, you are also what? Looking up somewhere. But the up shouldn't be so much because you know already you have also you got a height. You got a height, so you don't have to. Once you are moving on the ground, you have to keep on going. Yes. Because and for this reason we set fire. So if I see this thing like this, I have to make sure I set fire. Where should they run and hide? And how did they even try to get it? Ah, so that if it's spirit, you only see that I see spirit and I get behind those things because I see you didn't see that. That's why probably you say that, oh, he's not correct. Look, you tell the military they're not correct, we will deal with you because you have no idea what they go through. The training, the hell. Yes, let's go on. Yeah, and you know this thing for this thing. Sometimes they have to be very silent. They will want you to do whatever you wish to do before. And then when you stop, silently they or secretly they also try to escape. You know, they will try to escape. That's why you need to also pay attention while you're doing that. You don't just make the whole place noisy, else you will not see what is happening. You need to know that all these are very important. This is the action way. You don't need any pastor to pray for you to get well. There's no prayer like that. It's a battle. You are told. When you are being prayed for and you still have the enemies living and doing what they are, what is the prayer working for? Yeah. So I take cover now. Now I take cover. I move to this side from this side and I'm moving now to this side because I have a stone on which I can stand. So moving to either side, I have no idea what will happen, but the spirit will let me know there because I have a standing place. I have a stone. Like you need to go by the spirit. You can't go by anything physically and that's all. If you can see and not see from afar, you are nowhere going. You go, they'll kill you. So I'm doing my best to tell you that I have been in this place, in those things. The battle is the Lord's, and I tell you. Now I move that thing out of the gardens, so I'm stepping out from the garden. My leg, first the right leg is outside the gardens, and my left still in there. Because from my left I have what weapons again. So should there be any disadvantage, I just run back into my gardens. Because you have to just make sure you don't go far away from where that thing happened also. And I'm saying thank you to the Lord for hearing it. I'm going to deal with something and we will deal with it all. Thank you for your participation and enjoying the very program. You know that life is so serious. When life is put to a danger, you don't care. Don't tell me about constitution. Constitution cannot do anything about my life here. The law of the land cannot do anything about my life because it's not led by me. But if I show them what the law says, then you know what it means. So you see, just immediately after the pigs ran through the place, you saw the one who was also running across. You say that thing. But they were all from either side. That's why it says they may fall this 10,000 for this side, 10,000 for this or 1,000 by this side, but they shall not come near. Yet I'm here. I was here. You see that the thing moved from my side? Oh yes. So it's good for you to hear. So that anytime I say subscribe, you the battle that is the Lord, He will show you how to make it. All right. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Good. I'm stepping back. Now, after this, I have a reason for not weeding. You know, soldiers, you cannot just weed around your place and keep it so clean. The cleanest thing you have done, you have it in secret. But you don't leave your environment like you say someone is saying that because we weed. Do you know what even the plants are to us? The tree, the forest that we have. That's why it's forest reserve. So we are the reserve for you. If you don't know, I'm on that side, you know. If you joke, I'll deal with you. I'm telling you. You don't think you also being a military, you know better than the one who was born the spirit of it. So that if the nation awards you a contract to embark on a journey or police to just carry this, you will not see me arrested. I'll make sure you're arrested. I'll tell you what you didn't know. From your secret side to the living. So it's better you respect the ones who have the spirit authority. All right. Now I'll just leave it across. Thank you. I always surrender when I have to. But I did it. You know what I'm doing. Yes. Bang. So if I can also even surrender or give up, on something, but not fail what I'm doing. Then you see why I need it. So it's for this reason we have a weapon that is also more fire. You shoot a gas, you tear into the place. So was this real? That's the reason. Because in the bushes, in the forest areas, I showed you what you do with it. If not, the enemy will keep himself or herself around you closer. Then it's better you made them go far away. But you knowing that they've gone far, you have to take over the place. Where that thing happened, go take over. Make sure you have something there so that the next time they will not cross or move closer to you an inch. Let's get to it. The information. So now you see a reason why we now have stones. So you see why certain things were left as marks or a mark for you to know that something really did happen. Something happened. So now I have this thing packed here for a reason. But it to another person it will become fetish. To another person it's what? It's fetish because they have no idea how that thing got started or how that thing also started. And for all you know, it is a fetish to them. Nothing also exists in it, but also bringing nothing. Always bad news. This is not a bad news. You know a reason why I did this. And if it's needful, the Lord is witnessing what I've done. You are the witnesses. So this is not become a ghost of something small, but a warrior, the Lord that is doing something. God, I say it's what? Bombs. So if I have bombs set up here, those things, whatever. But because of your enemy, get your things ready. Get your things ready and don't destroy it. Don't think it's over. So for this reason now I have this here. It should always be here until I move it. You know, I will never try to make a move without knowing what I'm doing. Um, all right, let's see that. All right. So before I make a move, you see what I think? Believe that the Lord is doing it. So for this reason, you can say, I now believe. This is where you can say, I believe. You can't believe what you are not seeing also. That is not a system. Tell them I said there's no such belief system. You need to know that something happened before. You didn't witness it. That's why you are asked to know that such things happen for reference sake. So this stone, I placed it there because it is something that happened, and that's why I did it there. It's just to leave a mark. When the Israelites were crossing the whatever, the sea on a dry land, they were asked to pick stone, each for a tribe, the 12 tribe of those places. So if I tell you why those stones are very important to the Lord, it's not because of distant people try to say because no, for a reason. And I will not say because, and then something comes to So because of you, if I have to have anything that will defend my cause to do the right thing, I'll do that. It is there. Here we are. Yeah. Look, I wouldn't weed a place because I know that the land needs that favor. To leave the grass on the land, they need it. That's why before you do a thing, consult the spirit of the Lord. Consult, so that whatever is hidden may be open unto you. Next time the battle will be different. Today the Lord has shown you his battlefield. How it should be done. Not how people show you to do it. If not, you fail. For human, they will show you what to fail. The spirit will never show you a thing to fail. Even if you are at the verge of failing, they will strengthen you to get up so that they know where they've gone so wrong. You apply tactics, you apply techniques, you apply the technology. Wherever it applies and needed, you do. I'll be moving to Accra and to Cape Coast. Thanks to the Lord for making it possible. Whether we are making it or not, we are making a move. We will need to finish with these things, finish it up on time, and then we go. I am telling everybody that you need one like this so that your battle, when we are part of your battle, it is finished. We will definitely finish it up. We will not leave anything hanging. Then they should see you and run. That's it. So for you and I, as for me, I show you the house of a soldier or military. I show you a house of the militia. And if you are traveling anywhere from anywhere to this and you stop hearing in Konya, you know that you have what? A place. And I show you. I'm not giving a place to anything that have no idea what we say the world is need of. When you have children and you don't tell them what is good, they will learn to do what is good and what is bad because they might not know which one is good and which one is bad. Until a result comes before you say, how did you do it? Then you'll be wondering how it happened. So it's a habit. You have no idea where the path is. You are to follow blindly. So if you are asked to learn from the spirit, better do. So that you'll not be led by a pastor. A pastor is not leading the path. Clear the pastors and let's go. The pastor is not a way maker. The Lord, your God who made it from the beginning, he's that way maker. So that when people are holding weapons, you don't go and just talk shit of them. You don't know what they are doing, right? When our parents grab the weapons, they defend the cause of a nation. So why do I not benefit from all of this? That it become a burden. Then I show you. If you are that person, I will speak and you all die. Simple. There is a weapon that is weapon. If you don't support the right thing, that I do justices of the Lord, not the name of a person, not the constitution of the land, wherever. But if I see it needful that no, this is going well in line with the spirit, then that's it. But if it's not, you tell me that the land of the law of the land says. What does it say? Is the land of the whatever nation or the constitution of the land more important than the one showing the spirit of it? You are living in a more physical world, and I'm showing the spiritual and physical world, how it came into being. So who do you now respect? You respect the one who knows secret things and beyond you. So I got you the message. Do you know what happened? If I didn't want to, I don't want my cameras to be seeing those serpents and things. That's not what I'm showing you. But for the truth that I speak from my mouth, for you to see it, at least a part of it. I wouldn't keep a snake on my channel. What do I need a snake for? That's not a zoo. I don't have a zoo that keeps things that I didn't even like. I don't have a zoo to keep snake and those things. I don't like that. I don't even need to see them. That's it. Because if I see you are an enemy to me already, I will deal with you. From the beginning, I know. So I will deal with you. and thank the Lord that you are not beautiful to me. If it were so beautiful, you know how I would have been saving it. But it's not beautiful. So it's not everything that is so good to you. Wow. So in the realms of the spirit, how battles take place is what you just witnessed now. So that you won't say that it's so different that there's nothing because you are not part of the spirit realms and the spirit. So that when people come out to tell you about realms, it's like because they belong to that place or they see or they have benefits, so you don't value it. You don't value it. The same thing is here. That's why you saw what you have to. So that you see the one who is really after you. Those who destroy things that you do. You don't protect human being because of the law of a land or a constitution that made it. You see them if they are so valuable, if you place some values on them. What do? In the environment and to the environment? What do? Do they give life or they destroy things? So it's your duty to decipher. It's your duty to know instantly, more intelligently, to know what is right. That's why when the law is giving you or you are mandated to carry the weapon, it doesn't mean that you apply it anyhow. You don't do that. You don't shoot anyhow. You make sure whatever, instantly you do that. And you write a report, this is what happened. So that it will not be held at you or against you as a sinner. You won't be a sinner. Is it right or is it lawful for the righteous people to die, for the ungodly to live away? Is the world created for these people that they should do anything because they have that numbers? We have little, but we told it. Of course, we will deal with you with the little that we have. And you know the funny part of this, the funny part is that I have the cutlass close to me, but I told you I wasn't going to use the cutlass. I didn't want to cut the tail part. What did I say? I didn't want to cut the tailpipe. I wanted to hit it hard. I wanted to deal with it totally to that level. I know where it should not be. I didn't want to cut the tailpipe. I wanted to see the real part to hit. And that's why I didn't, the cutlass was already sharp to use. But I just didn't do that. Come out of my way. I got up this early morning. Who was a witness? You saw my place. You saw how we moved from that house to this house. Did I take anything like breakfast? Do I have breakfast? So why you must respect the ones in authority is this, that even when they get up, they don't think about food. Yet they are producing every day. Ask yourself who ate those things. Whatever I do here little is what is ruling the whole world. I'm telling you. Whether you like it or not, I'm telling you. Because after getting up or rising up this morning, I have to get to work. And the work that I do is not something that I do that you pay me. I rather do this to get to pay. But then you need to pay me now. You need to pay. You can't be wasting everything. Not that you deserve what you have. You don't deserve it. Because if you are to be judged, you don't deserve anything you have. So the one who isn't having anything now, so you see, if I have anything later, you know why it's more blessing. Power and spirit. Because I don't leave my path and follow the path that has nothing to offer you. You and I were not born the same day, neither are we from the same spirit world. After this, we hope what next? You will find out later. So for this reason, I have shown you that people even act wrongly. They act so wrong that they don't know who deserves this and who deserves that. If I were to use the cutlass, you would have judged me in the first place. You would have judged me in the wrong way too. But I show you even the reason why I shouldn't use the cutlass. For you don't know the battle more than the Lord. Why would you see something and immediately you act without preparing for that battle? can see the length of the garden, the fence from that side to this side. But I got myself bamboos of that length. Are you able to do this battle? No. I got myself bamboos of that same length. But it's even longer than the length. So having a length of something, I carry something that is longer from one end to the other side. For you to know that it's dealt with completely. We're going to go for a move that makes our work so easy. Oh, yes. So this is what I've been doing now. If you don't see it helpful, needful, when you look at the plantains and the pawpaw, you ask the military, what's their friend? What's their life? Go and ask them. They will show you what their life is. They know that their life is not a constitution. A constitution rather endanger them. The constitution of the land put them in that place so that whether they live or die, they say they've served. So since morning, no water, no beverage, nothing. It's only the air that can testify to the glory of God, the creator of all wonderful things. And I am here to tell you why, if I need a spirit, the proper spirited truth, that gave me this. So the spirit offered you something, know that it's very important to have it in abundance. Because the single life that I lead and live to the fullest of it, at least what we go through is a whole more than a hell. But we say, hell, you didn't win. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are the witness to what I'm doing. This grab you, imagine what happens. Thank you so much for staying tuned and joining us anytime. Thank you. It's very important. For this reason, take a look. You need this food. Oh, yes, you need it. Oh, let people not come around you, just tell you something they know not of, a detail they have really from someone without even themselves testifying to the glory of God, what it's about. Let's get something flowing here right now. Thank you. We also did showing something about this, and here we are. So you need it. You need it all. I hope you can see why it's so important. Yeah, so important. Check in. Thank you. Good morning. We're showing you all this, everything you need. A very special type of kinky. It's just right here for you. Just getting up and seeing your food ready. Thank you all for coming live to stream with us, interacting with us, having the joy to say what is good, what is so sweet, and you encourage your friends to do the same. Shalom.